Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Gemini. So, Gemini, I'm doing this reading with my own deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. Yes, my voice is way better than yesterday, thank God. So hopefully this reading will be a lot more serene, and actually is what is coming through your message today, Gemini, uh, which it's very welcoming, and it was also something that I was questioning about, because Gemini, we just had your new moon last week. So Gemini can bring a lot of activity, like mental activity, and maybe a lot of anxiety. So what is showing up here for you, Gemini, in this message today is that it's okay to take care of yourself when all of those thoughts and random things and just ideas and like things that keep buzzing around and just occupying space in your brain, when they come and they bring all of the anxiety and just the sense that you're being overwhelmed by your thoughts, by your mind, just know that it's okay to take a time off for yourself to unwind and just let all of these thoughts go, come and go, come and go, come and go. It's not about stopping them, but it's like allowing yourself to be in a space of quiet and just serenity, really, to give voice to like something that is not just like a wobbly dark cloud, right? That comes in to confuse us. So the reason why I'm saying all of that is because we actually begin your reading today with two cards, and one of them being the Four of Swords, which obviously talks about rest, taking some time to rest, Gemini. But because it came through with the Queen of Cups, mostly I was seeing these two cards, well, mainly that message of take care of yourself, Cancer, and take care of yourself, Gemini. I was just about to say, like, when these two cards came through, I almost didn't continue to pull cards because I thought this was a message for myself. And if you've seen yesterday's video, you know that I'm just recovering from a really bad cold that I almost lost my voice. So which the voice has all to do with Gemini, right? Communication, the third chakra. So that's interesting, that slip of the tongue right there. So yeah, it was just anticipating what I was going to mention, if this was a message for Gemini or if this was a message for myself. But actually it came through I'm part of the collective, right? Even though I don't have anything in Gemini, my sun is actually in the third house, so it's Gemini's house. So yeah, enough of that. So for you, Gemini, after I received, actually with this card that came after, the Seven of Swords, the confirmation that this was not a personal message, right? This, taking care of yourself, taking some time off to unwind and let all of those internal voices that can be so loud and can be so nerve-wracking and really disturb your peace, right? Your peace of mind and your sense of inner tranquility. So it's like nurture your heart and it's almost like let your mind rest, let your thoughts rest. And this Seven of Swords was, well, it came through with the first message of, yes, being the collective. This is not something just that I need to hear a little bit more, but it's also like something that perhaps we're all collectively, maybe this is a collective reading instead, just for Gemini, but most of my readings, if not all of them, are collective anyways. So yes, many of us are going through, and maybe especially you, because you are the communicator, like you are the one, Gemini, who are able to deal with so many informations at once. Like everything that you receive and you absorb, it's like it's being processed in your mind with such speed. So sometimes that could be overwhelming, right? And it's completely understandable. So you understanding that, and understanding also that this is something that, you know, it's not exclusive to you or me. It's like it's affecting the whole. So what this is talking about, other than like being this collective battle, it was talking about like an uphill battle, especially because it was coming through like this. After the Seven of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So all of this, it's like this perception of, is this just going on with me? Am I, you know, having to deal with, am I the only one having to deal with anxiety and, you know, just this sense of being just overwhelmed with thought? And, you know, sometimes this sense that you're missing out of something if you don't keep up with this speed. But this is not just you, Gemini, right? This is happening with many. And these two cards were talking about like seeing yourself like independently from the crowd. But that's actually like, this is what this is talking about, Gemini. You're not independent. And not in a way that you're dependent. It's not that. It's just saying that you're part of a bigger collective that is also going through this, if it makes sense. I hope I'm making myself clear here, because it's not about like, oh, so it's good to be dependent. No, that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm talking about with the Two of Wands, because these two wands are, well, they came through with the message of inspiring steps. So if you feel like your steps are not inspiring enough to you, right? If you're feeling like you're the only one going through this, or like just the sense of solitude and loneliness, really, much more than solitude, right? It's like these steps that you're taking, right, in listening to your body and taking care of yourself and letting your mind unwind, is really like taking care not only of your brain but also of your heart, because of the Queen of Cups. But also it's like, just believe that these steps that you're taking, maybe in solitude or maybe thinking that you're doing it alone, it is inspiring many more people, right? Because it's like there is a whole collective that is also going through, maybe having also the same symptoms, right? Like this overwhelming feeling of like, I'm not gonna, like, I just want to escape my mind. I don't know if you've been there. I have definitely been there. You know, sometimes I really just wish I could shut off my mind, but it's impossible, right? The more you do so, like, the louder it gets. So that is the reason why it's like arresting your mind. It's also like it's the wisest thing that you could do, right? Like, listen to your heart and let your heart speak instead of let your mind speak for now. So yeah, just know that even though you feel like your steps are like the only one, right? If you're the only one going through this, like, know that with the Eight of Wands, this was talking about like there are many more that are going through exactly the same thing as you, and they are seeing your steps and they are being inspired by your steps, right? So Gemini, even though this can be like a very like a solitary experience, right? Because you were the only one inside your mind, right? You're the only one that really can know what is going on with you. It's like there are other people that are finding really, really motivating and inspiring to see how you are dealing with it, right? Because I mean, you are the most able to deal with many, many thoughts at once, right? So you are the perfect one to inspire others how to deal with that. And I feel like there is something about this uphill battle, right? That was being shown here with the Seven of Swords, meaning that is something that is not, it's not comfortable. It's like really like going against the grain, or like doing something that is like feeling like, you know, the majority of people are going the opposite way. So there is this sense of, you know, weight over your shoulder. But remember, this is not just for you, and how you deal with it is incredibly inspirational for those who are going through similar things. And I feel like because the world is coming next, it's like, if you have a sense, even from this reading, Gemini, that the tiniest thing that you do, like the tiny steps that you take to overcome this, even if it's just rest for now, right? Like that is really listening to what you need right now, to what your body needs, to what your mind needs, to what your heart needs. And you feel like there is a bigger collective, right? You know, maybe someone close, or a friend, or a brother, a sister, I don't know, your parents or your kids. If they are seeing how inspiring you are because you're taking care of yourself, know that this collective, that maybe you have a sense of how big it is, right? It is bigger, right? It's like, it's not just in your neighborhood, it's not just in your workplace, it's in the globe. It's like, it's spread all over the world. So this is something that, you know, maybe we're talking about, like, you know, if we had like the pandemic, maybe we're seeing like the side effects of it, meaning that, you know, how people deal with the like the real effects, the effects that, meaning real, that, you know, are perceivable by those who have come to the other side. Is like, we, like all of us, the collective, right? But in a sense, the awakened ones, I want to say, like how we have responded to the pandemic, and how maybe it is triggering, you know, all of the overthinking, all of the overwhelm, right? Of understanding like the scale of it, but also like just, I feel like there's something about like the dimension of it, the scale of it, the size of it, the size of the collective, right? And this is what is coming in as like a gift or a prize. That, okay, so with the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, this was talking about an arrival, but an arrival with something valuable to collect, right? So if we're talking about an uphill battle that the collective is going through, right, that is requiring for now just a few tiny steps of self-care, and just awareness to your body, awareness to your mind, awareness to all of these thoughts, and letting your mind rest for a second. With this Five of Pentacles, you know, usually this Five of Pentacles is like the mark that is like pointing us towards a place, right? So for you, Gemini, it's almost like this uphill battle had like this top of the mountain kind of destiny that you had in mind, right? And maybe the collective also like knows that there is this maybe point in time or a specific place that will announce or will be the sign that, you know, you, Gemini, and all of us collectively have arrived at the top of the mountain. Like the battle is over, right? And so for now, it's like, take care, take really good care of yourself, because it's like, it is close, right? I don't feel like we're there yet, really, because it's almost like I was seeing with this Five of Pentacles, it's like you were still checking the map, right? It's not that you had arrived, it's like you are still, it's almost like you're still checking the coordinates, or the like the orientation there, right? But knowing that, it's almost like knowing that the collective is bigger than you thought or than you had, like you could grasp, you know, so far or until now. It's like the bigger you know, or the bigger you realize that this collective is, the bigger the prize is when you get there, when you finally arrive at this top of the mountain kind of thing, right? So at the end of this uphill battle that is maybe fighting against yourself or fighting against your thoughts. So, well, first of all, knowing that you're not alone, right, is something that is really highlighted here twice, actually, with the Four of Swords and the Seven of Swords, right? And here with the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So, and especially with the World, right? The World is the last major arcana. So it is coming to an end, but not just for you, Gemini. It's almost like you are the leader, or you are the one who, like your steps are the ones who, like, is serving as guidance, right? For those who, like, really find your moves or your decisions really, really inspiring, right? And that is affecting, like, much more people than you realize. And that is the reason why when you get to the point where you want to get, right, where you want to arrive, and you're checking to see if you're, like, in the right course, or if the route is the one that you know, you were following the map, you were following the instructions, you were following the coordinates. It's like, yes, the bigger you realize how many people are following you, in a sense, or are backing you up, or are going through the same thing. It's like, you know, the bigger the collective, the bigger the reward, in a sense. But it's not that the bigger the collective, it's like the awareness in your part, right? You see, Gemini? So for now, this, I feel like it's yet to come. It's not there yet, but the more you focus on other people, and the more you focus on, well, not that you're going to take care of them, right? Taking care of you is inspiring enough for others to take care of themselves, right? You see what I'm saying? So the more you do so, it's like the bigger the reward will be, right, when you arrive at the top of the mountain. So just know that if you're going through a rough week or a rough month, and you need to really just, you know, shut down your mind and turn off all of your thoughts, and just, you know, just decrease the amount of conversation that you have, maybe, because it's like with a lot of stimulus, maybe this could just, you know, increase the anxiety. So, you know, listen to your heart in that sense, and take care, and take some time off for yourself. It's like, do not feel like you're going to miss out on anything, because you're not, right? And I feel like the more you know that, the more you realize that, you know, maybe there are others out there that do feel the same, but you are, it's almost like you're leading them towards this sense that it's okay to just be, to just take a nap in the middle of the afternoon. It's okay, okay? And it's good for your mental health, right? Which is, you know, mainly what we're talking about here. So I'm going to pull more cards for you, Gemini, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So yeah, if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.